What's up, insiders? Welcome to another episode of Roofing Report. This is your weekly update on everything industry-related roofing news. But before we start, I'm gonna ask you to like this video. Likes are not for attention, they truly help the algorithm, but more importantly, they tell me and my team that what we do is very important. Our minimum threshold for Sunday news is 300 people to like this video. So give this video a like to keep roofing reports coming to you every Sunday. For the future episodes, if you have news you want us to cover, email at sydney@roofinginsights.com. Send us your company wins, local news, roofing videos, and any other stories we should know about.
Legal battles.
Our first story this week is a big one, and it's in my home state. The Minnesota Department of Labor is going after two contractors for wage theft, and they are asking for $2.4 million in damages.
This investigation took about a year and a half, but to better understand how much is at stake and why this matters, you have to go back to 2019. That's when state lawmakers passed a new law making wage theft not just a civil issue, I sue you, you give me back the money, but a criminal one where people could be arrested for this. And it gave the Attorney General, the Department of Labor and Industry,
it's about
more
time.
Investigative powers.
And they needed them. How else could investigators connect the dots without any pay stubs?
We're talking to workers. We're looking at text messages. We're looking at bank statements. We're all of the documents that are there.
Nicole Blissenbach is the commissioner of Minnesota's Department of Labor and Industry, which led the probe of two construction companies, Property Maintenance and Construction, or PMC, and Advantage Construction. They're accused of taking nearly $1.2 million in wages from 25 workers, money they earned for drywall work at nearly 20 different apartment complexes across the metro.
Wow.
Leaders at the Carpenters Union warn this is only the tip of the iceberg.
These workers are often threatened that they'll be deported. They are threatened for their physical safety and their family safety, and oftentimes it's just easier for them to move on to another job and leave the money that they're owed behind.
You can see in the clip that this case has been years in the making. PMC was actually sued by Minnesota Attorney General in 2022 for interfering with the investigation. It's a big deal because this investigation could set a precedent for future cases in Minnesota. It's not common to see a big case of wage theft like this one, but that could be changing. We will be following this story as it develops and keep you updated. Unfortunately, problem with undocumented workers and wage theft is very big in the country. Many homeowners and employers are abusing those who they hire by threatening them with deportation. If that's you, reach out to us. I had called just this week and I have a perfect solution. We can help you. So if you maybe find yourself illegally working on changing your status to become legal worker in the United States and someone is not paying you because you are illegal and they're just taking advantage of the situation, we can help you. Reach out to me or my team and let's talk. We have more stories coming up, but first I want to thank our sponsor of the week, ICO. If you follow this channel, you already know that I love ICO Dynasty shingles and I wouldn't mind to have them on my own roof. They're heavyweight, which means they're not going to blow off, and they have a Class 3 impact resistant rating. A lot of home insurance companies will give you a discount for using a Class 3 shingle. That's how durable these are. But you don't have to take my word for it. For last year's shingle guide, we talked to roofers all over the country to review different brands, and we got many compliments on ICO shingles. When contractors love a brand, it really says something about that product, and ICO Dynasty is that product. So whether you're a homeowner or a roofer, I highly recommend ICO Dynasty shingles for your next project. Check them out today at ico.com or your local supplier.
Manufacturers and materials.
It's a new year, and that means we have new market numbers coming out. Here are the headlines. Number one, the global market for metal roofing is expected to grow by 5.3% annually. Sales are projected to hit $25.8 billion by 2031. Number two, the US roofing market is expected to grow by 6.2% annually. Sales are projected to hit $19.4 billion in 2032. Third number to share, Forbes published new numbers on the cost of the roof replacement in 2024. The average person pays around $12,000, but costs range from $6,000 to $8,000 per job.
Fight results.
Now for the big news, big for me. If you follow me, you know that I was scheduled to fight Haight this weekend. We set up an official NFC match in Atlanta on Saturday. I have to film this news before I left, but of course, I'm going to give you guys the final results. Here's what happened.
That was exactly what we expected. A lot of punches right away. Now slow it down and find your technique.
I don't know what happened yet, but I hope it was entertaining to you. If you attended the fight, you've been there, maybe you watched online, comment below what you think about the match, the beef, how it ended, who you were rooting for, me or him, and what do you think about the fight. If you want to know more about how I trained for the fight, let us know in the comments. We're thinking about publishing a video on that, but I'm not sure yet.
Rules and regulations.
Next up is some national news. The Biden administration published a new rule last week. It's changing how workers are classified as independent contractors or employees. Here's a radio clip.
The Labor Department has a new rule for determining which workers are independent contractors and which should be classified as employees with rights to minimum wage, overtime, and other benefits. This is a change to a Trump-era policy. Marketplace's Mitchell Hartman has more.
The Trump administration's rule was more independent contractor friendly, focusing mostly on the employer's control of working conditions and how much opportunity the worker had to make a profit or loss. The new rule considers the whole economic relationship, says employment attorney Denise Kaiser at law firm Ballard Spahr.
Are they truly independent? Are they in business for themselves? Are they investing in materials or equipment? Are they running their own business? Are they running the show?
That's a lot of boxes to check off to prove someone working for you is an independent contractor, not an employee.
So the rule is meant to target gig workers like Uber and Lyft drivers, but it could change things for the construction industry too. We will put the rule guidance on the screen now so you can see it. These are 6 factors that employees have to consider when they decide whether someone is an employee or a contractor. In my opinion, number 1 is the most important for construction: the opportunity for profit or loss depending on managerial skill. They give some examples of this on the Department of Labor website. Basically, it comes down to how someone makes extra money. Do they work overtime hours? That's an employee. Or are they advertising services and negotiating deals? That's an independent contractor. Buying materials and control over the projects are also important factors. The rule goes into effect on March 11th. My guess is big companies are more likely to be affected, but I could be wrong. Comment below what you guys think.
Insurance.
On to a quick Florida update. We have been following the insurance crisis there for a while, and there's a lot of debate about what is causing it. A new report from the Office of Insurance Regulation has some answers. It shows that in 2022, 58,000 properties claims were litigated in Florida. Lawyers on the insurance side say that other states only have hundreds of claims that go to court each year. This seems to support the argument that excessive lawsuits are part of the problem. Now, to be fair, this report does come with some qualifiers. Only 180 of 600 insurers submitted data. There were some issues with the form that might explain that. These numbers are also from 2022, which is before Florida passed reforms and got rid of AOB agreements. It will be interesting to see what the data looks like next year after those laws have taken effect.
Fines, scams, and jail time.
Our last story this week is a fun one, but first we need your help calling out a shady company. Unfortunately, this is a classic case of a contractor taking advantage of the elderly.
This is how SM Masonry and Construction left an 85-year-old woman's home. Tarp on the roof, bricks and debris in the yard, leaks in her ceiling. She doesn't have the money to pay anyone else to make these urgent repairs. She already gave this company $5,000 before they abandoned the job.
You can see the stuff up there in the ceiling. It just pulls down. And in the middle room, it's the same way.
When it rains, Ozzie Campbell can't sleep in her bed. Buckets go there instead.
I got them buckets and things I have to put on my bed and everywhere.
Poor woman.
Sleep in here. Have to sleep downstairs.
Her roof needed repairs, and on November 14th, she says a contractor came to her home, claimed to be doing work in the area, and offered to take on this project.
They said, we see that you have a problem with your roof, and we'd be willing to come in and do it. Let us go up and look.
V. Jones-Hurt, one of her daughters, knew her mom needed help. So for her 85th birthday, family members chipped in thousands to pay for the repairs.
She couldn't live here with the roof like it was.
But now it's in even worse shape. And the company, SM Masonry and Construction, and Hugh Doyle, the representative listed on the agreement,
why masonry company is doing roofing work?
They're trash, they're concrete.
And their approach was seriously flawed.
This is inexpensive and this is more expensive, but they're not compatible. No. You can't put this on top of that and expect
that's true.
Waterproof. So that's one of the issues that I've seen here.
This company has not responded to news requests. Their phone numbers aren't working and they're unlicensed in Maryland. The only option for this homeowner is to hire an attorney, but without any real name or contact information, suing them is impossible. If anyone in the area knows of Hugh Doyle or SM Masonry and Construction, reach out to this news station in Baltimore. I also want to give huge shout out to our community. I published this clip on our Instagram and Facebook page yesterday, and I was overwhelmed how many contractors have asked to find this homeowner and offered to repair her roof for free. Guys, you are amazing. I already gave a task to my team to find this homeowner. You probably can try to do it yourself, go maybe through a news station. We don't want to be stalkers and share personal information. We're going to try to find this homeowner, and hopefully one of you awesome roofers in this community can help here to patch that roof. You guys are amazing. The only way to fight bad guys is to be good guys and fix the crap that bad guys do in the industry, making us all look bad.
That was dumb.
Now, as promised, we have found one for you. Authorities in Glendale, Arizona have a good time last week getting a goat off a roof. Here are some pictures of the firefighters chasing it down. And here he is being carried away. Man, firefighters have the funnest job in the world. They get to do a lot of fun stuff. That's funny. No one knows how he got on the roof or what he was doing out there. It seems like he had fun though. That's it for this week. Just a reminder, we need at least 300 people to smash that like button to keep doing this news weekly. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of work from an entire team. Click that like, comment below what story you like the most this week and what stories would you like to see more. And I'll see you guys in the next video.